Straight ahead on CCX News, a rally outside the Crystal Police Station turns heated. What this rally hoped to accomplish, plus surrounded by orange.
It does impact business dramatically.
The Brooklyn Park restaurant that must endure a summer of road construction. And later, some inspiration for gardeners, especially if that green thumb isn't always green. CCX News starts right now. Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. The 18-year-old man shot by Crystal Police last week is improving.
Khalil Thompson was shot in the head and stomach at Bassett Creek Park. He's in intensive care, but his family says he was able to open his eyes. Meanwhile, a Justice for Khalil rally was held in Crystal on Wednesday evening.
Reporter Sonia Goins was there and has more.
For a moment, parts of 42nd Avenue looked like a ghost town. Several shops were closed as police prevented traffic from coming through in anticipation of the rally.
We just wanted to offer hospitality to people in our neighborhood. And if there's going to be people here protesting, we want to welcome them and offer a cup of cold water and a snack if they want one and first aid if they need it.
What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now!
But the silence was suddenly drowned out by chants calling for justice for Khalil Thompson.
No justice! No peace! No racist police!
Young and old, black and white, marched from 42nd and Douglas
Black lives, they matter here! Black lives, they matter here!
to Winnetka Avenue.
No cops! No KKK! No racist USA!
They shut down the busy intersection.
You better hope that Khalil makes it out okay.
Last Wednesday, Khalil was badly hurt in an officer-involved shooting. According to the BCA, he had a black handgun-style airsoft BB gun and allegedly pointed it at police.
It was at my house and he took it.
Tommy Bunkers is best friends with Khalil. He says Khalil was staying at his house before the shooting incident.
It's tragic, you know, you don't expect that to happen to anybody you know until it does.
Khalil's family says he was recently diagnosed with schizophrenia.
It says Black mental health matters.
His friends say he was having trouble several hours leading up to the shooting.
Decided to call the police because at that point it was like kind of over our heads as just friends and stuff.
They say police left quickly and didn't provide any further assistance.
Khalil deserves a lot better. I mean, I think the system really failed him in this instance.
I just want to say it means a lot that everyone's here.
Some of Khalil's friends spoke at the rally.
I would sit crisscross, he would sit crisscross, and then I would...
They remembered good times and moments they'll never get back. Organizers of the rally are calling for an independent investigation of the shooting.
It sucks, but he's going to know that he's not alone. He's got a whole community here waiting for him when he gets better.
They also want police to do a better job when dealing with people with mental illness.
The light we hope to bring is in the form of positive change. We need a better crisis line to call for mental health emergencies, not involving armed police officers.
Crystal police say they are pleased the rally was peaceful and uneventful. The BCA is investigating the shooting. It could take several weeks before it's complete. Meanwhile, 4 Crystal police officers are on administrative leave. In Crystal, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
A Brooklyn Park man could get as many as 35 years in prison when he is sentenced next month for shooting and killing a man sniper style in Minneapolis. Daquan Bradley was convicted this week of second-degree murder in the death of a Minneapolis man who was shot outside his ex-girlfriend's apartment building. Prosecutors say Bradley shot the man in the back from an apartment window. Bradley has previous convictions that banned him from having a weapon.
The son of Hennepin County Sheriff Rich Stanek is accused of trying to solicit a 13-year-old girl for sex and for possessing child porn. 24-year-old Ryan Stanek of Maple Grove is charged with 4 felonies. According to the criminal complaint filed in Blue Earth County, investigators found pornographic images on cell phone that Stanek used. Some of the images involve children as young as 3 years old. Sheriff Rich Stanek released a statement on the matter. He says Ryan is an adult and is accountable for his own actions. Like all parents, we love our son and are providing him with the support that we hope will help him deal with the challenges in his life. As road construction season kicks into high gear, many people and businesses are impacted.
And one of those is Wagner's drive-in restaurant in Brooklyn Park, which is near multiple road projects. We get more from Eric Nelson.
You got to go through the back residential neighborhoods or cut through some of the parking lots that are around here. Got to get creative.
Wagner's restaurant is on an island, cut off from nearby highways because of construction on County Road 81 and other nearby streets.
I feel I'm blocked off.
There is no sugarcoating the impact this has had on Wagner's profits.
Killing it.
The cone zones cut into the bottom line, and owner Jim Wagner estimates losses at 50%.
It does impact business dramatically. So, I mean, this is the summer months where drive-ins are usually very busy.
It's pretty frustrating. I mean, I got things to do today, and that extra 15 minutes is definitely not delightful when you have a planned schedule and trying to get things done, you know.
Getting to this popular drive-in with the throwback charm can be challenging.
I think they'd pack dirt underneath it.
But loyal patrons are willing to battle barrels, cones, and delays.
From my point of view, it's the best hamburger, like, ever.
Even some of the road workers enjoyed a meal under the sunbrellas on this postcard-like day.
Yeah, the outside environment's obviously something we like. We like the fact that the train tracks are right here, and sometimes you get a train that goes by.
Of course, Wagner's is no stranger to adversity. In 2015, a car slammed into the side of the restaurant. A month later, thieves stole kitchen equipment while the building was being fixed. Road construction isn't the only challenge that Wagner's is facing. The proposed Botno rail line is going to run right by the restaurant, and nobody knows how that will impact business in the future. In Brooklyn Park, I'm Eric Nelson, CCX News.
Jim Wagner has operated his restaurant in Brooklyn Park since 1985.
The agency that oversees Metro Transit is looking at increasing bus fares to help with rising costs. The Met Council is considering fare increases of 25 cents or 50 cents per ride. After threatening cuts, the legislature approved a one-time addition of $70 million to help trim the Met Council's budget deficit, but that won't help with costs in future years. Increasing demand for Metro mobility, which serves people with disabilities, is a big reason that expenses have gone up. You can weigh in on the proposed increases during a meeting at the Plymouth Library, and that starts at 5:30 this Thursday evening. The Met Council will make a decision next month. This would be the first fare increase since 2008.
YMCA of the Greater Twin Cities is trying something new. This summer, it will offer free memberships for teenagers entering grades 9 through 12. Statistics show risky behavior like drinking and drug use increase for kids during the summer when there's no structured activity. The YMCA received a grant to open up its doors to high school students, offering programs that teach kids about fitness.
We're really hoping that they start to really get into fitness, using our fitness equipment, hanging out in the gym, shooting hoops, swimming, going to some of our really fun classes that we have, and really kind of ignite their excitement for fitness.
This program is not income-based. Free memberships are available to teenagers with a valid high school ID, and parents must sign a waiver form and permission slip in order to participate at any YMCA location. Still ahead, some motivation and tips for gardeners. We're in the garden next.
Plus, the Armstrong girls shoot for a win in the first round of the lacrosse playoffs. That's later in sports.
But first, getting even warmer Friday with a chance for thunderstorms. The Robbinsdale Diggers Garden Club is holding its annual plant sale this Saturday. You'll find deals on a variety of shade and sun-loving plants. A master gardener will also be on hand to answer questions. The event runs from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Robbinsdale Historical Library. And if you're interested in learning how to grow flowers, it's never too late to get started.
In this week's In the Garden, it's a 101 class for those curious about digging into the ground.
Step inside any garden center, and the tranquility and beauty of flowers and plants have natural appeal. It's a beauty available to anyone with the motivation to learn, says plant guru Donna Italian.
Every person can garden if they have a want to garden.
If you're just beginning, think small with just a couple yard plantings and no specifics when you're ready to buy plants.
I want them to know where they're going to put it. Is it going to be sunny? Is it going to be shady? You know, is that kind of thing? What height do they want? Are they going to use it for a special occasion? Is it for like a graduation, so it's just a one-time thing that they only want it for this year?
Annuals are a one-time deal. Producing beautiful blooms this summer. Planting perennials means flowers that return year after year. Here's 2 perennial ideas for the yard that will grow a little bigger each year.
False indigo is blooming now. It has a really nice taproot, so it looks like a shrub, but it isn't a shrub, because the nice thing about the false indigo is it dies down to the ground in the wintertime and then comes back up in the spring.
If regular waterings won't fit your schedule, consider planting succulents such as sedum. You may only have to water this flowering perennial about once a week.
And we have 6 different varieties right here, and it just shows you a variety of color here. These will bloom in the summer and these bloom in the fall.
If you're ready to garden, don't be shy. Give it a try this summer. Just keep it small and simple for success.
Just try a couple things. Don't try a whole lot, because if you add too much, you're going to be overwhelmed.
And if you're a new homeowner, one idea is to plant a tree this year, because you'll have the benefit of seeing it grow and mature with each year in your house.
Still ahead, some of the most interesting finds at Brooklyn Park's Citywide garage sale.
But first, it's a close one for Maple Grove in the opening round of the section baseball playoffs. Jay Wilcox is in next with sports.
I'm Jay Wilcox. It's a busy week in high school sports with section playoffs going on in several sports, including baseball. Maple Grove won Section 8 4A last spring, and the Crimson are the 2nd seed behind St. Michael Albertville this year. Hardly a cloud in the sky as the Crimson host Elk River. The Elks strike first in this one. Wyatt Morrell rips the ball deep to center field, and this one will roll all the way to the fence. Cole Delyden scores from first base on the play. The Elks add another run to lead 2-0 after half an inning. The Crimson get one back in the bottom of the first. The Elks turn a nice 4-6-3 double play in the field, but Josh Tyler scores from third on the play to make it a 2-1 game after an inning. Same score in the third when the Crimson take the lead. Luke Hansen delivers a single to right center field. Tyler and Jensen Erickson score on the hit. Maple Grove goes ahead 3-2. But in the fourth, the Elks come right back. Delyden bloops a single to short center field here. Brad Geis scores to tie the game. Elk River adds another run in the inning to take the lead 4-3. The Crimson tied up in the fifth with Jerome Goulet at the plate. A wild pitch allows Erickson to slide home in a cloud of dust. It's 4-4 through 5 innings. It stays that way until the bottom of the eighth. Maple Grove loads the bases, and Delyden will pitch to Hayden Thompson. He lifts a fly ball to left field. The catch is made here, but it's easily deep enough to allow Bubba Horton to tag up and score the game-winning run as Maple Grove scratches out a 5-4 win over Elk River. Maple Grove is home again today, Thursday. Back in April, Section 8 opponents Buffalo and Osseo played with the Orioles, scoring the lone run that day. The Bison and the Orioles were matched up again in the opening day of the playoffs. Osseo senior lefty Matt Bezdicek getting the start against the Bison. Buffalo gets a run in the top of the first as John Fusey singles to center with 2 outs. Ramon Vega scores, and it's 1-0 after half an inning. Osseo answers in the bottom of the first. Robbie Colflat draws the throw to second as he slides in safely with a steal. John Bezdicek comes home on the delayed steal from third, and the Orioles add another, and they lead 2-1 after 1. In the third, Buffalo starts the inning with 3 straight extra base hits. Fusey drives the ball to the left field corner. Vega, who had tripled home a run, scores again. The Bison go ahead 3-2, and they later go up 5-2 on Osseo. Osseo gets 1 run back in the sixth. A.J. Valeri's fly ball to center goes off the center fielder's glove for an error. Nick Lyons scores to make it 5-3, but that's as close as they get. 5-3 is the final. Buffalo plays at Maple Grove Thursday, while Osseo hosts Elk River in an elimination game. The high school lacrosse playoffs are underway too. The Wayzata boys are the defending champions in Section 8. The third-seeded Trojans hosting Monticello in a quarterfinal round game. Brenton Redrick takes the pass and fires a laser for a goal for Wayzata as they jump on the Magic early. Late in the first half, Dalton sees with a nice pass to Alex Solly, and he turns and fires, giving the Trojans a 10-0 lead. Third quarter, Brooks Hansen gets into the middle here for the shot and goal for Wayzata. Then Seas finds Braden Nelson. He fires the high shot for another Wayzata goal. The Trojans roll to a 17-3 win, advancing to next week's semifinals. In girls lacrosse, the Armstrong Falcons are the number 3 seed in Section 5 behind 6-time state champion Blake and Brack. The Falcons at home to face St. Louis Park in a quarterfinal game. Armstrong's Mayula Shamlansuk works her way into the middle and buries a low shot here for the Falcons. She scores the first 3 goals for them. Maggie Hansen wins the ground ball and fires a shot high for a goal and a 4-2 Armstrong lead. The Orioles tie it at 4, but the Falcons then respond. Haley Hansen with a nice pass to Maggie Hansen, and she scores. Late in the first half, Lizzie Van Hees scores from the free position. Armstrong leads 11-4 at halftime. They win 17-6 and will play at Brack on Monday. We'll have Section 5 3A golf and 6 AA track plus Section softball finals Friday for you on CCX Sports. Mike and Alex, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Jay. Coming up next, hunting for treasures all over town.
Interesting finds discovered at Brooklyn Park's Citywide garage sale when we come back.
If you were driving around Brooklyn Park on Thursday, no doubt you saw the signs.
The Citywide garage sale is underway.
We do this about every year. This is to benefit our youth group, and so that they can go on trips and camping trips and stuff like that.
The first sale listed on the city's garage sale list is this one at Crossroads Alliance Church, where the youth group is raising money for a trip. There are plenty of items, of course, to buy all around the city for $0.25 or $1, but you can spend more if you want to. This designer handbag and shoe sale has name brands such as Coach, Gucci, and Kate Spade. But one of the most interesting items we found was a pair of replica swords from the TV show and movie Highlander. It went home with a buyer who plans to resell them.
I actually buy stuff and I sell it on eBay. So that's what I'm out trying to find merchandise today. And then during the week, I'll list everything online.
We just moved from Robbinsdale. Brooklyn Park's our new home now. We have lots of stuff that we don't need it because we don't have a house anymore. We're just in a townhouse. So a lot of functional, like usable items.
Some of the most popular items were picture frames or Christmas decorations that were found at just about every sale. You can still shop in Brooklyn Park. The Citywide garage sale goes on Friday and Saturday. And it is also worth noting that Robbinsdale's Citywide garage sale is coming up on June 8th through the 10th. It's called the Robin Sale, and maps can be downloaded on the Robin Sale HQ Facebook page. That's all the news for us. Thanks so much for joining us.
And we will see you back here again on Friday, starting at 4.